Steve here, just chilling out. Looking forward to tonight's episode of Game of Thrones. And like a lot of people, I've got some big predictions for the season finale, and I thought I'd just run them by you real quick. So I've got 7 predictions for Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 7. Okay, let's just get it off with a simple one. Hot pie will not appear in tonight's episode. I know we all want us some more hot pie, but hot pie is not going to be in tonight's episode. We only get so much hot pie with Game of Thrones, and we'll have to probably wait to next season to get some more hot pie. He's not going to be in tonight's episode. I know, it's devastating, because everyone wants them some hot pie, but we're not going to get any tonight. Okay, number 2, Qyburn, who is Cersei's hand, and he's that one maester who was disgraced because he was melling around with dead bodies and he helped fix up Jaime. He's going to want to examine that right. You know, the right that they captured in the last episode, they're bringing to King's Landing, and the Hound has him? Well, he's going to take one look at it, and it's like, hey, can I take him down to my dungeon, run some tests on him, maybe learn a few things about rights? And Cersei is going to be like, okay. Now, speaking of the Hound, who is going to bring that right, he's going to run into the mountain. And despite what everyone says, there's not going to be a Clang Bowl because the Hound is going to forgive the mountain. What I mean by that is there's not going to be a fight because the Hound's going to be like, nah. Now, why do I say this? Well, 3 reasons. First, you got to remember that the Hound was hanging out with Ian McShane, who played this Septa, and that guy kind of got in the Hound's head talking about how he needs, be peaceful and forgive people. And, then he got killed, and, of course, the Hound went on a revenge quest, and then later joined the band, the Brothers Without Borders. So I think, though, that Septa still has some influence over the Hound. The Hound's kind of a changed man, so he's not going to want to get revenge against the Mountain because of that. And 2, kind of from that is the idea that the Hound realizes that there's more important things. They got to fight the White Walkers and the Wrights and the big-ass ice dragon that's coming. He hasn't got time to fight his fucking brother. There's no more time for that petty shit. And number 3, and this is the biggest one, he's going to take one look at the condition that the mountain is in. The mountain's all Frankenstein out now. He's going to say, fuck it. Let him live. Like that. Suffering. That'd be the best revenge ever. Like I said, the Hound, he's just not going to want to fight the mountain. He's just going to put it aside. And like I said, he's going to forgive him. Okay, moving on. I mentioned that they're going to bring the right to Cersei. And I think Cersei is going to say, oh my God, they're right. There are White Walkers. It's all true. We all got to band together. She's going to bring Daenerys in, and then she's going to betray her. Oh, shocker, right? And what's going to happen is, they're going to call for the peace conference. They'll be going back and forth. And Cersei's going to make it a point to tell Daenerys, hey, don't bring the dragons in. If you really want peace, let's talk it out. Let's hug it out. And Daenerys is going to fall for this like a sucker. And then her people are going to come in out of nowhere. It's kind of be like the Red Wedding. Anyone with Daenerys is probably going to be killed. And Daenerys herself is going to be captured and put in the dungeon with the one bitchy nun and the Sand Snake lady who's probably just staring at her dead daughter. And it's going to fall into the next season where they have to get Daenerys out of the dungeon, save her before they can fight the White Walkers who just come over the wall, which is the next prediction, and that is that the White Walkers are coming over the wall is going to fall. And I think it's going to happen at Eastwich, that one castle on the wall that's not, the furthest east. They're going to bust through with the fucking ice dragon. It's going to be like flaming all over the place with its ice breath, and they're just gonna knock it down. Next thing you know, the Night King's just gonna lead his army all the way through. Now, speaking of that, at Eastwich, I think Sir Davros is still there with Gendry and Thurmond, the one wildling that everyone loves, and Davros is gonna get it. He's gonna die. There'll probably be something where, like the whole castle's coming down. He gets trapped and Rights are coming. Gren's like, oh, I'll fight him off with my hammer. And Davros is like, no, you gotta get out of here, man. And, they'll leave him there to die. Davros is going to get it. Like I said, with Daenerys, anyone with her is going to die, so we'll probably see that translator chick get it. Let's see, who else I think is going to die tonight? At that with Daenerys. Also, that one Dothraki who they've kind of introduced this season. I think his name is Quack or whatever. He's going to get it. Podrick is going to get it because they're going to be attacking everyone. And Podrick's there with Bernerne of Tarth, who's representing Sasha for the North interest. Podrick, he's going to get killed. Bernie will survive and get the hell out of there. Also, Littlefinger is going to die. I think that Arya's going to realize that she's being played like a flute, and he's just using her to further influence Sansa to stay with him. So Arya's just going to fucking slit his goddamn throat. About time. As far as who else would get killed, I think the one Wright, after Qyburn examined him, I think that guy's going to be killed off. And I don't know, some random Unsullied characters will be killed tonight. You won't have a name. He'll just be one of the many soldiers killed. So those are it for deaths. That brings us to 6 predictions. If you count all the deaths, it's just 1 prediction. But now I've come to my biggest one. I've saved it for last. This is the one that's going to shock everyone. Everyone's going to be like, whoa, I did not see that coming. Bran is going to do nothing. He's just going to sit there in his wheelchair. He's not going to help the plot. He's not going to help anyone out. He's just going to sit there, and he'll do nothing. And those are my predictions for tonight's episode of Game of Thrones. I'll catch a later episode when we see if I was right.